Alright, welcome to another episode of Natty by Nature. Plant to plate, foraging, gardening, and cooking. Today I'm going to be talking about another one of my favorite medicinal plants. This is Holy Basil, or Tulsi, or Ocimum sanctum. It has these kind of basil-y looking flowers and leaves. They're a little bit fuzzier than your regular culinary basil, but you can use it the same way. It is known in India as Tulsi, and you may have had it in Thai cooking as grapao. If you've had the Thai dish stir-fried basil, pad grapao. There's Ali doing an appearance, my puppy. This plant is a really good medicinal plant. It is a good antiviral, mostly for flu viruses. If you make a tea out of it or have it in a stir fry, you're getting a lot of the healthy benefits of it. It is definitely kind of like a cross of regular culinary basil or Thai basil with a little bit more anise and cinnamon scent to it. If we go through the 5 C's, we have characteristics. It's in the mint family, so it has opposite leaves, meaning the leaves come off opposite sides of the stem in pairs. It has toothed-edged leaves like that. It has strong anise scent, as I mentioned. It has these flower heads that are called spikes, like a lot of mint family. It doesn't really have the square stem that you notice in most mints. In terms of the climate that it grows in, it likes it a little bit drier than some of the other like Thai basil or lemon basil, which I have grown right over here. And it's good to distinguish the Thai basil, the lemon basil, and the holy basil in terms of the scent. So here I have 3 different kinds of basil. I have the lemon basil on your right. In the middle I have the holy basil or Tulsi, and on your left I have the Thai basil. So they all have similar looking leaves with a little bit of serration or teeth on the end. You really like the smell of them, huh, Ali? However, the Tulsi or holy basil is the fuzziest. I don't know if you can see the fuzzy hairs on the stem that the other basils don't have as strongly. But I'd say scent is your best way to go. The lemon basil, of course, is very lemony. The holy basil has that cinnamon anise kind of scent. And the Thai basil has that very characteristic, very herby scent. What do you think? Do you agree, Ali? Do you like the smell of all those? So I have them all growing here in the garden, but the holy basil doesn't do quite as well as the other 2 here. You can see I have it growing in a pot, and it's a little bit wilty. Doesn't quite like all the rain. Sometimes wilting is a sign of not too little water but too much water. So we've done the characteristics, the climate, any cautions. You do want to avoid any lookalikes. There is a purple and green version of Tulsi that you can use both of. If it has opposite leaves like that and serrations, you're probably not going to confuse it with anything else. Definitely look for those flower heads or spikes like that. Those are a good sign. There's a few other opposite leaved plants that grow in similar areas in the tropics, like this Chinese violet, but that has a very different looking flower and doesn't really have that smell. So there's nothing that really looks quite like it that I can think of, but again, smell is your best bet. This, in terms of cultivation, for the 4C, You can grow it in a pot, in the ground. It does tend to reseed itself in a lot of areas, like a lot of the basil. So even if it dies through the year, it'll come back next year. And for the 5th C preparation or cooking, let's go inside and we'll make some good cocktails for you to stave off all those winter flus. Alright, we're going to make our antiviral cocktail with all of our great local ingredients, including, well, this one's not so local, the St. Germaine elderflower. And I wanted to mention that I'm wearing my shirt from Bologna, Italy, in solidarity for all the folks in Italy who are going through so much right now, that my friend Chiara brought me a few years ago. So hugs out to everyone in Italy who is suffering right now, and hopefully you can find some local medicines there that can help you. So we want to try to, since we're all stuck inside, have a little bit of socializing, at least with the people that we're stuck in the house with. So I have, I'm going to make an elderflower, Shiso, turmeric, and basil cocktail. And to make it extra interesting, I'm going to use a little bit of Calamansi citrus, which is a Filipino lime that is a cross of a kumquat and a tangerine. Really amazing citrus. So I can start off with getting a little bit of the basil. You can use holy basil or Thai basil or any kind of basil. Lemon basil would be really good. And shiso leaf, or Japanese basil, perilla. In Korean it's called sesame leaf. So I'm going to put those in there, rinsed off of course, with a little bit of the St. Germaine elderflower liqueur that I got here. So that'll be our elderflower source. And a little bit of pomegranate molasses that you can get in most Middle Eastern stores. If you don't have local pomegranates, this will just give it a little bit of tang, because the elderflower liquor is more like a cordial. It's a little bit sweet. Get my calamansi cut in half and in there. And then I'm going to muddle it up. My muddler, just to get the herbs combined in there. And these all have a good antiviral properties. The shiso and the basil. So this is going to be both tasty and very healthy. And maybe the alcohol will also be a little bit of an antiseptic. Alright, now I got those in there. Add a little bit of ice. And you can use these fun blue pea ice cubes. They're made from pea flour that I'll talk about in a future video. It adds a little bit of color, and they turn pink when they're exposed to an acid like citrus. And they're this incredible, crazy deep blue color. This is totally natural. It's not food dye at all. So I got a giant ice cube in there. I put some regular ice cubes in there as well. And I'm just gonna do a little slice of turmeric, or olena as it's called in Hawaii. That is the Hawaiian name. I'll just put this on the side of the glass as a little ornamentation, show that it's super healthy. So I'm just gonna cut a little slit in the side there so that it fits on the side of the glass. Shows you that it's nice and healthy. And then throw in a little bit soda water that I made in my carbonating gadget that many of you may have. And then we can ornament it also with a sprig of the basil. So it is beautiful, tasty, and healthy for you. So cheers. Everyone stay healthy. That's really nice. The elderflower gives a little bit of anisey, flowery kind of aroma. The basil brings in the herbaceous back end. You got the sourness from the pomegranate and the calamansi lime, and then some good rooty earthiness from the turmeric that you inhale while you drink it. All right, enjoy. I hope everyone has some good cocktails while they're sheltering in place. Cheers. Aloha.